Hi guys, Biracial Tiffany here. So I finally watched Ann Coulter on The View, and of course it really bothered me a lot, but I don't know what I found so strange about it. Like, I can't even go into the single mothers thing because that's really what made me the most mad. But in terms of biracial celebrities such as Halle Berry and Alicia Keys and Barack Obama, um, what did she say? Clinging to their blackness to race bait their way to success, something like that. Race bait their way to success is definitely, from what I recall, a direct quote. Does she forget that it was white people who would not allow the tragic mulattoes to, claim them? I guess I'm kind of like, why should I even comment on this? Because she does these things to rile people up, and not, as Whoopi pointed out, or actually it was Sherry Shepherd made a good point. It's like, what are you doing to solve the problem? She's just like antagonizing people and judging people. So I just think that it's ridiculous to say that those people, it would be one thing if they like flat out denied that they had a white parent, or like would never be seen in public with their white parent, or I mean, Halle Berry took her white mother to the Oscars with her, and I believe made a point to thank her, and her mother was shown, and I just don't see how you can make such a strong argument and leave out the fact that people perceive us as black. And something that has just an idea I've had lately is that, like, most of my subscribers, hey guys, thanks for subscribing, are black. And I think that the white people that subscribe either know me or are in interracial relationships. Not everyone. I'm sure there's just a few cool white people out there who like came across my videos for some reason and watched them. But I know that not very many white Americans are sitting around wondering, I wonder what our biracial brothers and sisters are feeling about things. They're not considering us. And that's because we haven't stood up to be counted amongst them or to make ourselves known, which is part of what I'm trying to do. So yeah, I'm sorry. I feel like people may be expecting me to have some fantastic insight or rage. Really, what I liked the most about it was that, like, she left me almost liking Elizabeth Hasselbeck. I mean, just in that moment. Don't get me wrong. I have not forgotten. But anyway, so that's my 2 cents on that for the moment. Yesterday, I met Heidi of the Mixed Chicks chat, and we had a great time, and it was really so fun to finally meet in person. And that's all. Okay, so now I'm gonna put on the end of this part of the video that I made last week that I just had to cut out because it was way too long. And this is just gonna touch on something that I brought up quite a few videos ago and has caused some confusion and perhaps concern as to just what the heck did I mean when I said that. So here goes. Some clarification to the things I said in video number 70 about black parents, sometimes, some black parents, treating their children like property. And I wasn't very specific, and I think it was misunderstood. I've had some people say that black people don't have the luxury of letting their children be as perhaps free, ironically enough, as white parents, because the world is going to be harder on a black kid than a white kid. that there's a difference between treating your child like an investment and in treating your child like property. And I think when black parents talk about being strict and making their children toe the line, I think of that, no matter what the intention behind it is, as long as the intention is to make your child a good, strong, fine, upstanding citizen, that is treating your child like an investment, and you will get a return. And I don't mean a financial return necessarily. Treating your child like property, something that could be bought and sold, something that you own, something that you have complete control over, something that is yours to do with as you please, regardless of the effect on the child. That's another story, and that's what I was talking about when I see women berating their 3 and 4-year-old children for falling down and calling them bitches, having adult arguments with children and calling them MFs and bitches and just things that I don't think children should be called. And I don't think that, I will state that opinion of mine as a fact. Children should not be called that, especially by the one of two, or perhaps one, person who is supposed to love them the most. And I would have to imagine that if the one person who's supposed to love you the most is treating you like that in public, humiliating you in front of other people, giving the other people the impression that what this person is saying about you is true, I don't see really what kind of a good return you might think you're going to get. I think you're going to have a child who's angry, and who feels less than. And that's all I meant. And a lot of people have said that's a class issue. And you know what, that may be. It doesn't mean that it doesn't need to be addressed. It doesn't mean that we ignore it and try to pretend that a lot of black people are living in lower class conditions. I saw part of Lean on Me, the movie, on TV the other day, and Morgan Freeman, as is it Joe Clark, the principal's name, was saying that he saw that the government, were trying to make a permanent lower class out of black people. And I think he was right. So this is still something that I think is part of our community. Me being mixed as I am means that I am black and that I do care. And the things that affect black people affect me. And even if they don't affect me directly, I care. Because they may affect someone that I love directly.